This has been one of the most humid summers I have ever experienced in Oklahoma. So today we're going to talk about a couple of things you can do to address the humidity issues you're having in your house. The first question that you should be asking is, have you had humidity issues in the past? Last summer, the summer before that, did you have high humidity? If the answer is no, it's probably due to the fact that we've had a ton of rain recently. And that air, the water is just in the air right now, it's making its way into your house, leading to high humidity. If the answer is yes, you have had humidity issues in the past, there's a couple of things we can do to talk about that and address that. So first thing is you want to be sure you don't have a leak somewhere, a leak in the wall, any sort of plumbing appliance that has a leak, especially sinks or anything like that. Any sort of source of running water that's going to accumulate in your house is going to lead to that sort of muggy, high humidity feeling. Okay, if you don't have any leaks, the second thing we want to look at is if you have your ducts in the ground, we want to make sure your ducts don't have water in them, because all your air is coming from your ductwork, especially if it's under your in the floor. So if water is in the ducts, you're picking up that moisture from those ducts and it's seeping into your house, so leading to high humidity issues. We want to get a pump and get that out and get that addressed. There's ways you can line your ducts and everything like that. Thirdly, high humidity is actually kind of a tricky thing to kind of address with your air conditioning system. Part of the job of your air conditioner is to remove humidity. The way we do that is we increase that runtime. So as your air conditioner runs, it's not only cooling your house off, but it's also removing the moisture from the air. So the way we increase that runtime is either A, you could have a variable capacity system where that system is just running at a lower capacity for longer. So it's going to remove more humidity from the air. This is especially important if you have a foamed house. If you have a foamed house, we've had lots of customers call in with humidity issues and their houses have foam insulation in them. So that foam, it does such a good job insulating that house that the humidity doesn't have anywhere to go. And so you might experience what's called a ping pong effect. You know, the humidity might get a little bit better in the day, but at night it just spikes up. So that's something that we can look at if you've got a foamed house, or even if you don't, you have fiberglass insulation, okay? Increasing the runtime of your system, okay? If that's not an option, we also have a dehumidifier. That's gonna do the job of removing that humidity in the air as it comes through your house. That is a foolproof way. If you have humidity issues and none of those other options are solving your problem, adding a dehumidifier is probably going to be the best solution for you. Sometimes people think if they lower the temperature that'll increase that runtime and get rid of that humidity. But what we're doing is when we decrease the temperature, we're actually wringing the moisture out of the molecules in the air, and so it actually increases the humidity. So if you crank your system down to 68 opposed to 72, you're actually going to have higher humidity because that moisture cannot be retained in the air anymore. So now it's just out, and it kind of gives you that muggy feeling. So what you want to do is keep your system probably at a more consistent temperature, maybe around 72, maybe let it go up to 73 or so. And just as your house needs air conditioning, it's going to do a better job of conditioning that air, getting that moisture out. And again, if you are having persistent humidity issues, you can have a dehumidifier that will remove that humidity in the air, or B, have a system that's going to run longer than just what your typical standard efficiency system would be. That would be having a two-stage system or a variable speed system, and that will remove the humidity in the air. Hey, let us know if all this rain in Oklahoma has been impacting your humidity in your house, and if it is, give us a call. We'd love to help you out.